28-year-old woman, work as nurse at local hospital. Always considered myself feminist, believe in equality. Grew up with traditional father who opened doors, thought that stuff was outdated and patronizing. I can open my own doors, thank you very much. Recently divorced after 5-year marriage. Getting back into dating and social situations. Suddenly, notice men don't do courtesy things anymore. Should feel good about it, but somehow feel invisible. First notice at grocery store during busy afternoon. Arms full of heavy bags, struggling with door. 3 different men walk past without helping. One guy squeezes around me to get through. Finally, elderly woman helps me get door open. Men used to help with things like this. Assume she's old-fashioned, but comment sticks. Walk to car, wondering when men stop noticing. Ex-husband always helped with groceries and lifting. Feel strange sense of loss about something unwanted. Dating again after divorce reveals shocking changes. First date with accountant from dating app. Meet at restaurant. He walks in ahead of me. Doctor swings shut in my face while he talks. Sit down at table. He immediately starts texting. When I get up for bathroom, he doesn't stand. Waitress brings check. He calculates exact split. I had salmon, you had chicken, plus appetizer. Feel like having dinner with disinterested roommate. Drive home wondering if this is modern dating. Second date with different guy, exact same behavior. Software engineer who seems nice over text. Meet at coffee shop. He arrives first and orders. Doesn't ask what I want or offer to pay. Sits at table texting while I wait in line. Conversation feels like job interview. Mention feeling disappointed by modern dating. Women wanted equality. This is what it looks like. Realize I'm encountering pattern, not individual rudeness. Visit my sister who's been married 10 years. Her husband treating her like one of his buddies. She's carrying groceries, baby, and diaper bag. Mark sitting on couch watching TV while she struggles. Honey, can you help me? You got it, babe? Without moving from couch. Sister drops keys trying to unlock door. Mark yells from living room about everything okay. Sister looks exhausted and frustrated. This is normal now. He says helping seems weak. Remember when dating, Mark was incredibly attentive. Opened every door, carried everything, checked comfort. Feminist friends told him that was sexist behavior. Now she handles everything while he contributes money. Attend friend Lisa's birthday party at restaurant. Mixed group of couples and singles. Notice none of the men pull out chairs. Everyone just grabs random seats like cafeteria. When Lisa struggles with heavy winter coat, 3 men at table continue conversation. Finally, another woman helps her hang it up. Server brings check. Guys calculate their portions. No offers to pay for girlfriends or dates. We all ate, we all pay, becomes group motto. Feel like out with coworkers rather than romance. Overhear conversation between 2 couples. Remember when guys competed to pay for dinner? Those days are over. Thank God for equality. Visiting mom reveals generational divide that hurts. Dad still opens car doors after 30 years. Your father is old-fashioned, but I love feeling special. Helps her with jacket, pulls out chair at restaurants. Mom glowing with appreciation for continued courtesies. Brother comes to pick up nephew for weekend. Completely ignores mom struggling with laundry basket. Tyler, help your grandmother. She's got it, she's independent. Mom's face shows hurt and confusion. Later tells me privately about raising him gentleman. His girlfriend told him chivalry disrespects women. Watch mom's disappointment as the family courtesy dies. Dating apps conversation reveals modern male attitudes. Match with construction worker who seems nice. Suggests coffee date. He agrees but specifies Dutch. Meet at Starbucks. He orders first and pays himself. Stands aside while I order and pay separately. Find table. He sits down immediately without waiting. Conversation flows well until I mention ex-courtesies. Sounds like he was one of those old school guys. That stuff doesn't really work anymore. Women don't want to be treated differently. Feel like being lectured about my own preferences. When I get up to leave, he remains seated. Nice meeting you, while staying in chair. Walk to car alone, feeling invisible and unimportant. Hospital work shows same pattern among male colleagues. Heavy equipment needs moving between floors. Male nurses walk past while female staff struggle. Liability issues if we help and someone gets hurt. Patient care requiring two people to lift woman. Male aide on break while females handle everything. Traditional workplace courtesy completely disappeared. Male doctor walks past nurse carrying heavy supplies. She drops medical equipment he doesn't acknowledge. Everyone's responsible for their own workload. Remember older male doctors always helping female staff. Generational shift obvious in healthcare environment. Family BBQ reveals cousin Danny's transformation. Used to be sweetest kid, helped aunts and cousins. Now 25 and treats grandmother like buddy. Grandma carrying heavy casserole from car. Danny continues throwing football with male cousins. Grandma's tougher than she looks. Elderly woman struggling while young men ignore. Aunt pulls me aside about Danny being gentleman. College changed him, says helping women condescending. Watch family dynamics become less caring and protective. Traditional masculine roles abandoned for equality. Friend Sarah shares similar frustrations over wine. Men just don't seem to notice when women need help. Describes husband's behavior changes over past years. Used to hold doors and carry heavy stuff. Now says that's sexist and I should handle things. Relationship feels less romantic and caring. Like living with indifferent roommate. She opens bottle of wine while husband watches TV. Asked him to help with groceries yesterday. He said, I'm perfectly capable of carrying bags. Technically true, but I miss feeling taken care of. Marriage becoming transactional rather than romantic. Observe behavior at nephew's soccer game. Sideline interactions reveal social changes. Women setting up snack tables and organizing equipment. Men sitting in lawn chairs focused on game. Heavy coolers need moving. Women struggling alone. Fathers 20 feet away, discussing sports statistics. We're all parents here. Everyone should contribute equally. Equal participation means women do everything. Teenage sons helping mothers while fathers remain seated. Next generation learning women handle logistics alone. Traditional gender cooperation replaced by individualism. Church experiences become equally disappointing. Attend Sunday service with mom and dad. Younger men entering sanctuary ahead of female companions. Elderly women struggling with heavy doors. Young men walking past without acknowledgement. Service projects organized entirely by women. Male parishioners contribute financially, but avoid physical help. Everyone has different gifts and contributions. Volunteer coordinator complains about male participation. Used to be able to count on men for heavy lifting. Now they say that's assuming women can't do it. Church community becoming less integrated and helpful. Mall shopping reveals courtesy desert. Carrying multiple bags, purse, and jacket. Escalator broken, must use stairs with heavy load. Several men walk past struggling woman. One actually huffs impatiently when I move slowly. Teenage boy laughs when I drop something. Equality means handling your own stuff. Shopping becomes endurance test rather than enjoyable activity. Remember, ex-husband always offering to carry bags. Let me get that for you, was regular part of outings. Now feel like burden when struggling with packages. Nephew's high school graduation shows generational shift. Older male relatives naturally helping female family members. Younger men treating aunts and female cousins like bros. Graduation photos reveal telling body language. Grandfathers attentively helping grandmothers. Teenage boys focused on phones while females struggle. Traditional masculine courtesy skipped entire generation. Nephew's friends completely ignore struggling mothers. They can handle themselves when asked to help. 18 years old and already treating women like furniture. Dating coach friend explains cultural changes. Men afraid of seeming presumptuous or old-fashioned. Describes clients confused about appropriate behavior. Women's lib taught them helping is insulting. Modern women want equality, not special treatment. Traditional courtship replaced by gender-neutral interaction. Romance dying from political correctness. Men tell me opening doors feels patronizing now. They'd rather avoid interaction than risk offense. Masculine romantic instincts suppressed through social messaging. Visit friend's apartment where boyfriend demonstrates new normal. carrying heavy groceries up 3 flights of stairs. Mike walks ahead with his lighter bag, leaves me struggling with heavier items. You wanted equality. This is what it looks like. Relationship feels more like splitting chores than partnership. Traditional romance replaced by transactional arrangement. Friend Ashley admits missing traditional courtesies. Feels like he doesn't care about my comfort anymore. Everything becomes 50-50 calculation. Romance dies when everything becomes mathematical equation. Auto repair shop reveals practical consequences. Car breaks down in parking lot. Hood up, obviously. Several men walk past woman clearly in distress. Finally, female customer offers to call tow truck. Men used to automatically help with car trouble. Traditional masculine helpfulness completely vanished. Emergency situations handled individually, regardless of capability. Mechanic explains changing social dynamics. Guys afraid of being accused of mansplaining. Easier to mind their own business. Masculine protective instincts eliminated through social pressure. Coffee shop observations become depressing routine. Mothers with strollers struggling through narrow doorways. Young men squeeze past without offering assistance. Pregnant women carrying heavy bags while men ignore. Traditional protective instincts completely suppressed. Everyone's responsible for their own stuff. Social courtesy replaced by radical individualism. Barista mentions noticing same pattern. Older guys still help, younger ones pretend not to see. Generational divide in basic human consideration. Friend's wedding reveals romantic changes. Groom doesn't help bride with dress or train. Groomsmen focused on phones during photos. Traditional wedding courtesies abandoned as outdated. Bride managing complex dress logistics alone. He treats me like equal partner, not delicate flower. Wedding feels more like business merger than romantic celebration. Reception dancing shows same pattern. Men don't ask women to dance or escort them. Women approach men or dance together. Traditional romantic rituals replaced by casual interaction. Visit elderly neighbor who shares perspective. Men used to be raised as gentlemen. Describes late husband's constant courtesies. Made me feel cherished and protected. Current male neighbors ignore struggling widow. Heavy groceries, yard work, home repairs. Young men today only think about themselves. Brings up grandson who used to visit weekly. Now he says helping me implies I'm helpless. Elderly woman isolated because assistance considered insulting. Attempt to understand male perspective better. Ask male friend Kevin about courtesy changes. Honestly, we never know what women want anymore. Help someone, get accused of sexism. Don't help, get called uncaring. Easier to avoid the whole situation. Describes workplace harassment training. Opening doors for women specifically mentioned as problematic. Creates hostile work environment apparently. Men learning that traditional courtesy equals liability. Online dating reveals brutal modern reality. Profile specifically mentions appreciating traditional courtesies. Messages flood in from older men and foreign guys. American women don't usually want gentleman treatment. Younger American men avoid profile completely. International matches excited about traditional dating. American men told us women don't like doors opened. Cultural divide in relationship expectations obvious. Brother finally explains his perspective during family dinner. You always criticize dad for treating mom specially. Said it was sexist when he paid for dates. Now you're upset when guys treat you equally. Realize personal responsibility for cultural changes. Spent years criticizing behaviors I now miss. Contributed to messaging that eliminated a masculine courtesy. Brother learned from family feminist messaging. 3 months of observation reveals systematic change. Traditional masculine courtesy completely disappeared. Not individual rudeness, but cultural transformation. Men treating women like fellow men. Equality achieved through identical treatment. Traditional protectiveness eliminated entirely. Social interaction becoming less caring overall. Masculine emotional investment withdrawn from women. Realize personal contradiction in expectations. Wanted equality, but miss feeling special. Criticize chivalry, but miss male attentiveness. Feminist beliefs conflicting with emotional needs. Equality feels like emotional abandonment. Traditional courtesies represented care and investment. Political correctness eliminating romance and attention. Understand that courtesy represented male investment. Men no longer seeing women as deserving special consideration. Protective instincts redirected away from women. Traditional caregiving replaced by individualism. Masculine attention withdrawn rather than reformed. Social interaction becoming transactional rather than caring. Start questioning whether losing courtesy is worth it. Achieved equality but lost male emotional investment. Doors, chairs, and heavy lifting weren't about capability. Symbolic gestures representing masculine care. Traditional romance dying with traditional gender roles. Political correctness eliminating masculine romantic expression. Discover foreign men still practice traditional courtesies. Italian neighbor always helps with packages. Is normal to be gentleman. Appreciate attention and care from cultural outsider. American men learned courtesy equals oppression. International comparison reveals what was lost. Foreign guys treating me like precious rather than equal. Cultural difference in masculine expression obvious. Learn that men stopped because women demanded it. Cultural messaging teaching courtesies as patronizing. Masculine protectiveness redefined as subtle sexism. Traditional gender roles eliminated through social pressure. Men adapting by becoming emotionally detached. Getting exactly what feminist culture demanded. Messaging successful beyond original intention. Understand now that traditional courtesies weren't oppression. Masculine way of expressing care and protection. Door opening symbolic of larger emotional investment. Feminist criticism eliminating male romantic instincts. Equality achieved through masculine withdrawal. Losing traditional care while gaining independence. Political victory feeling like emotional defeat. Feel confused about what actually want. Equality important, but miss feeling valued. Courtesies made women feel special and protected. Modern men, emotionally distant and self-focused. Traditional romance casualties of political progress. Feminist victory. Feeling like personal loss. Realize wanting both equality and special treatment. Realize men don't open doors because culture told them not to. Traditional courtesy redefined as sexism. Masculine protectiveness suppressed through social education. Equality achieved through identical rather than special treatment. Getting political goal but missing emotional connection. Independence replacing interdependence and care. Social progress eliminating romantic connection. Learned that feminism eliminated behaviors that made women feel cherished. Traditional courtesies expressed male emotional investment. Door opening represented masculine attention and protection. Losing symbolic gestures means losing masculine care. Equality purchased with traditional romantic experience. Political progress creating emotional distance. Getting independence but losing masculine devotion. 6 months later, still struggling with internal conflict. Appreciate gender equality but miss traditional romance. Understand political necessity but feel emotional loss. Want to be strong, independent woman. Also want to feel treasured and protected. Modern dating feels cold and transactional. Equality achieved through masculine emotional withdrawal. Begin understanding that both approaches have value. Equality, important for practical life opportunities. Traditional courtesies important for emotional connection. Possible to want both respect and special treatment. Modern relationships lacking romantic magic. Political correctness killing masculine romantic expression. Need to find balance between equality and romance. Learned that eliminating traditional masculinity wasn't progress, just different approach with different costs. Gained independence but lost masculine devotion. Achieved equality but lost special treatment. Political victory with emotional consequences. Modern women paying price for feminist success. Getting exactly what asked for and regretting outcome.